Welcome to another episode of RAK PowerTalks here in RAKIS. We have a guest today from ICC, Mr. Fernando, right? If you can just talk about yourself and introduce yourself to our audience, because everyone knows RAK ICC. And you are well known. I mean, besides RAKIS and other entities, RAK ICC is very specialized in offshore companies, right? So tell me something about that.
Sure. So I'll start with introducing myself. So my complete name is Donald Fernandes, and I'm the manager for business development with RAK ICC. So as everyone knows, Ras Al Khaimah by now. So what we are aiming for, everyone knows, everyone is aiming, or I can say everyone is excited when the casino is going to start. That's the first question I get whenever I go anywhere. Yeah. And so right now, the market is shifting towards Ras Al Khaimah. I can see a lot of people moving to Ras Al Khaimah first, then looking at the properties or business setup in Dubai. Their heart is both places. They want Ras Al Khaimah for maybe relaxing. You can say like something to chill, but they want Dubai to work efficiently to make money. So that's the whole idea of people. So what we want to do is we want to change this to make it Ras Al Khaimah a more prominent hub for financial goals. Mm-hmm. So RAK ICC is trying their best in terms of bringing that up in Ras Al Khaimah, so people can go ahead and get more influence by the things which is there in Ras Al Khaimah, or getting more business open here and working more in Ras Al Khaimah, because this is a niche market which is untouched at the moment.
Exactly.
So to give you an idea what RAK ICC is, RAK ICC is the world-class and one of the fastest growing corporate registry under the government of Ras Al Khaimah. We do a business setup, which is more of IBCs, which is international business companies, your holding companies. We do foundations for wealth planning, wealth restructuring, ring fencing the assets, basically preserving the wealth. So our more niche is to take care of people with their wealth in terms of securing it for their future generations. Yeah. And that's the more important part. That's what people are trying to do. And in this world of Sharia and civil law, in the country we belong to, we are the third, you can say, registry which uses common law, which has easy access to people. Mm-hmm. So like in Dubai, we have DIFC, which uses common law. Then we have in Abu Dhabi, ADGM, which uses common law. In Ras Al Khaimah, we have RAK ICC, which uses common law. We take help of DIFC, ADGM, because we do have a memorandum signed with them to use the common law, which helps our clients to get more secured in terms of the laws, even if it is not something they have to worry about Sharia. So that's the main objective here today when I'm sitting here to talk about RAK ICC is a lot of people do not know that apart from DIFC, ADGM, even RAK ICC is a place where you can do your foundations. Yeah. And which is very much regulated in terms of our own regulation. Ras Al Khaimah's RAK ICC regulation we do have. So we abide by we are very much compliant in terms of international level. And again, we are a part of a government entity. So we need to be ready with our complete compliance in terms of we do have, you can say, abiding with FATF laws, EU, UK. So we are very much compliant. And the why, if there's a question why RAK ICC? So there are 3-4 things which I can give you as, I can say, a unique selling point. One is that we are very cost effective. Mm-hmm. Second is we believe in confidentiality in terms of when in terms of public registry. We do not have a public registry, but that doesn't mean we do not give out our details to the Minister of Economy. We do abide with all the laws. We do give out these details, but these are to the authorities themselves. We do not have publicly open for everyone. Okay, we have our own amendments and regulations which takes care of all the security in terms of the client to preserve the wealth.
But before you continue, I have one question, because many people are mixed up between the free zones and the offshore. Okay, so in RAK ICC, you are you are doing offshore companies, right?
Yes,
creating
which
offshore
we
companies,
call it
not
as
free
an
zones.
international business company.
Okay.
We are moving towards
Because a lot of people don't understand the difference between them.
Right. So we are moving towards becoming a free zone, which is in the I'm going to say we are working to look at it. But at the
Yeah.
moment, when we see RAK ICC, we are a corporate registry, which we do IBCs, which is our international business company to hold companies across the globe. Except again, the compliance part comes into picture. And we do holding companies to hold your assets, your real estate, and to secure that, we do have a foundation
Okay.
to put cover on that, so that that's more of a secured. It becomes a secured asset. Let me tell you, foundation is more stronger than a will.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So a will can be challenged in the court of law,
Yeah.
but to challenge a foundation, there has to be something which is neatly drafted. That's why we have bylaws, we have charter in foundation, because that's what helps the client so secure that wealth for their future generation, for their beneficiaries. So that's why we are a little bit different than a free zone, wherein we do not give you I wouldn't say we give you. At the moment, we give you a qualifying free zone personal status.
Okay.
Okay, because we are liable for corporate tax.
Yeah.
Okay, you need to register for a corporate tax. But for our foundations, once you register for a corporate tax, you can apply for a tax exempt, considering or mentioning it as a unincorporated entity, like a family foundation. But that has to be registered with FTA to get it done with appropriate documents.
Yeah. Okay. And but what is the exact difference between the free zone and I mean, in the free zone you don't get all these facilities, right?
Absolutely, because in free zone, because now the laws are changing. But
Okay.
in free zone, previously
Yeah.
you need to work within the free zone itself.
Okay.
But being in corporate registry, we do not work within the free zone. We do not work on the mainland. We take care of
You are
international
working in
companies.
internationally, yes.
Correct.
International companies,
So,
yes.
so when a business opens an IBC or a holding company, like you say, offshore company,
Okay.
it is for the offshore purpose. Okay, you cannot do business here. We do not provide you with the license to do business here. But a
okay.
part of it, like the products which we have, a part of it, we have a product where you can take the license
Yeah.
for the free zone and you can work within the free zone
Yeah.
here
I,
in UAE.
I got your point now.
So
yes,
that
yes,
that
I
makes it
understand,
completely different than any other normal free zone which you look into the market.
Okay. And what about in terms of banking? If you have an offshore company
So currently,
under ICC, yeah.
yeah. So currently, I understand banking is becoming a lot difficult for a lot of people to open bank account for numerous reasons. But let me tell you one thing: when it's a clear case where you have let me give you like a case study. You have a UK based company. You are operating that company for maybe selling a product. Okay, it's a very niche product in the market.
Yeah.
Now you open a company with RAK ICC, which you just want to hold the UK company. Okay. Now, basically, the reason you opted for a RAK ICC company to hold that particular company
That was my next question.
to take care of your tax, because maybe
Yeah.
you're paying maybe 20% plus tax in
Yeah.
UK, but in UAE you're going to pay 9%. So still you're saving a lot of money. Plus, we have a double taxation agreement. Okay, with a lot of countries.
And even for this 9%, there are, I mean, you have to be eligible
Correct.
to do that 9%.
Absolutely. So
then-
you have a
yeah.
threshold. You have
Yeah.
a 375,000 dirhams as a threshold.
Yeah.
If you are within the threshold, you don't pay that. If
Yeah.
you're above the threshold, then you pay on your profits. The whole idea here is, okay, in terms of the bank account, is we can open the offshore bank account, okay, because it's a myth. People say that we cannot. We can open. The only part is, if you're choosing a local bank in UAE, people have to come at least once in UAE to sign the documents to show their face to the bank
Yeah,
that
of
I am the
course.
person.
Yeah,
But if you're going back and opening, because offshore, you have a liberty to open a bank account outside the country as well. Like you want to
okay.
open the bank account maybe in UK, or maybe you are opening just an
So with the license from ICC, I can open a bank account in the UK or
Absolutely.
other countries. Yeah.
You can open the bank account in UK. Maybe you can open a bank account in Mauritius. You can do the transaction in Mauritius. We are
Yeah.
not stopping you to do that, because that's your bank account.
Okay.
But if you are considerate, or you are looking specifically for the local bank account, then yes, there are certain challenges, because the documentation part is quite vast.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, If you're thinking RAK ICC company license is going to make a trouble, no, because we have clients who open the bank account. We have tie-up with RAK Bank, where we assist our clients to open the account with RAK Bank, and successfully we have opened bank accounts. But again, the documentation part again comes to the bank's compliance. Now, the bank's compliance is not lenient, I can say, as much as we are. I am doing my compliance, but I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of each and every person in their life. But the bank is going to get into everything what you do, because the money is involved.
Yes.
Okay, with me, you're not going to be giving me or paying me a huge amount of money. Definitely, you're using the company to make transactions, but where are these transactions going to go? Through the bank.
Yeah.
So the bank is going to be the one handling the cash or handling the money. So they are going to get into everything, whatever you do, what business you do, what people you have as a client. So that can become a trouble to open the bank account. But again, when it comes to something niche where you have everything sorted, where everything is like clean, you give out the document what the bank is asking, the account gets open easily and very quickly.
Interesting. And how many companies do you have now opened under RAK ICC? Approximately, I know
Since inception,
the number is probably big.
Yeah. Since inception, it's 40,000 plus.
Wow.
Companies we have opened under RAK ICC. We have a good number of foundations. I wouldn't be able to give you the exact count at the moment, because again, the foundations are something which started growing in recent years. People started more getting involved to open foundations, because previously for people it was like they didn't knew what is foundation exactly. A lot of time people are confused between a trust and a foundation. Okay. So now the trust is almost similar to foundation, but the foundation is an entity. It's an unincorporated entity, which is managed by council members. There is a founder who opens the foundation, puts his asset under foundation, and it's managed by council members, overseen by a guardian. But in trust, you have your trustees and settlers. So a foundation is a little bit different. Foundation is more towards your family. You can do philanthropy activity rather than a charity, but for a trust, you can accept the charity. So it makes a huge difference here. So, and plus a foundation is governed by a charter, which is the document for the authority, and then you have your bylaws, which is your internal document. You can draft a bylaws giving the roles to your council members, that what has to be done with the wealth, how it has to be rolled out to the ultimate beneficiary, and what needs to be done when in case if the founder dies, or in case if council member dies, what has to be done, who will become the council member. All the regulations are mentioned in the bylaws. So once it's legally, you take a legal advice and draft this and you put it in the foundation, you can secure a foundation completely. And there are some recent amendments which we had done as RAK ICC with foundations, which has been, I can say, a major boost. First and foremost, we have signed the memorandum with Dubai Land Department to put the properties under our foundation with RAK ICC directly. So if you're a natural person, you own a foundation, you would like to move your Dubai property into the foundation so you can secure it, you can do that right now. It's completely
so you
fine.
Can shift from
the ownership.
The ownership.
You can make your foundation as an owner of the property.
Okay, and is that in any area, for example, in Dubai or
any freehold property? Any freehold property in Dubai can be. You can do that. The second good amendment, what we have is we have a 3-year statutory limitation. Now, what it does is when you create a foundation or when you establish a foundation, there is a 3 years time period. Anyone can dispute on the assets which you have moved in. Okay. If no one disputes on the formation of your foundation for the period of 3 years, after 3 years, no one can do anything. It's completely secured now. Okay. Even if they want to dispute, we have arbitration through the common law. The other best part is we have something called as duress protection. Now, duress protection is the international laws cannot affect your foundation as per our regulations. Your foundation will work as per our regulations. So, for example, tomorrow, if the international country, you have a case or someone trying to dispute on the foundation, which is in Ras Al Khaimah, it's not possible. If they want to do it, please approach the court of law, which is common law here in the country, and then raise a dispute. So there is it's a proper ring fencing what we are giving it to the client. So that's more important for preserving the wealth, and that's more important to see the future. So what they have aimed for. So that's the major goal, and our
Okay.
goal is to more get in becoming a private wealth hub, so people can come here with their family offices, have this, create a family office, create a family foundations, and keep it secure.
And which is most important, they know they are in a safe place.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's matters, because that's what people are looking for. Like nowadays, if you see the wealthy people, the major focus is, it's not about creating a will, giving it out, but it's more focus is shift towards how should I preserve it in a better way, where there is no third party involvement. So that's where these foundations are becoming a limelight for the people. So they're coming in and opening up a foundation, maybe through DIFC, ADGM, and RAK ICC. But as I said, the benefit with us is going to be, first of all, in terms of privacy, confidentiality.
Yeah.
The other thing is cost effectiveness. And plus, we do not, the best part is you can approach our agents who will give you a 360-degree service, like legal, accounting, as well as setting up a business with us. So that's more important.
And if someone now sets up the business with you, can they get residency visas, sponsorship, their families in the UAE or no?
So at the moment, as I said, because we are into the international business companies, we do not provide visas or visa services. This is not more for like a free zone, because that's a free zone's job to provide you the visa, office space, and residency for your family. We are the ones where the company is already established. They are just putting up a holding company, or maybe, as I said, you have a property right now, for example, in Ras Al Khaimah. You have a property in Ras Al Khaimah. Now you don't want to keep that in your name. You just want to move it to a holding company. You're going to set up a holding company with me. You're going to move the property under that. You already have a visa through the property which you have purchased. So you don't need additional visa.
Yeah.
So our core niche clients are the ones who are looking to just set up the company where you do not have the requirement of visa at this point. Okay, in future, you never know. I can only say watch the space of RAK ICC. There is big news coming up.
So when can we expect these changes to happen?
Soon. I'm going to say really, really soon. 2026 is something we are aiming for.
Oh, so yes, that is very soon. Yeah.
Yes, very, very soon. It will be out. It will be for everyone in public. It will be for everyone, for our agents to work on. So I like to give an idea. I understand that's one thing I didn't clear in the initial stage, that normally we do not work directly with clients. Like clients cannot approach us directly to set up the company or a business. It has to come through any one of our affiliates, channel partners. That's like your law firms, your accounting firms, the corporate service providers. The basic idea behind it is because with them, you will get an entire 360-degree service. Like when you're coming to me for legal, then you'll have to hire a legal firm. For accounting, you'll have to hire a legal firm. Accounting firm. And then again, for any other corporate structuring, you need to hire a corporate service provider who will guide you with all these things.
Exactly. From our experience with setting up companies, I mean, now that you said that, I have to mention it. We had many examples where people say, okay, so why do I need a channel partner or an agent, or I will go directly? Then we say, okay, you go directly. They go directly. What they get is, okay, they do the payment to the entity, or I mean, whether it's a mainland, free zone, or whatever. They just get a business license, and then, okay, and now what? There's nobody to guide them what to do next, how to open a bank account, how to get the visas, how to get the everything. So that's why it is very important to have a channel partner, because channel partners, they know the rules, they know the game, they know. I mean, they have people in your entity who will guide them, who will help. Someone from outside, I believe, cannot just come, get a contact, get someone, get a name inside like ICC to help him finish.
Absolutely.
And mainly like in many cases things get stuck, and you really need someone who knows the game, who knows the
point.
Rules,
That's the whole point.
Who knows the laws, the regulations.
Absolutely, that's the whole point. Because these are the people who have worked with us since years, and they know our working culture, our working style. They know what is required. They beforehand, they will be in touch with you to get these documents ready. Because if you deal with the free zones directly, you are going to go back and forth
Yeah.
with everything. But these
Exactly.
people, they know what they're doing. They know their job. They will take everything from you. They will submit it. Yeah, on and off. Some cases might be
there
there.
is a full support. You get a full support, 24/7 support.
Correct.
I mean,
Your renewals are taken care. Every
Yeah.
year, they will remind you, you know
Yes.
what, your company is going to get renewed.
Yes.
Why don't you just go ahead and
You don't get
renew the
into
company?
penalties. You don't get into, yeah.
Absolutely. They'll take care of your corporate tax filing. They'll take care of your VAT, everything.
Yeah.
So that's the reason an agent, or I can say a channel partner, is very important in business to work with them, because directly you can work, but how much you're going to run around when you're handling a business, especially if it's a startup, you need to focus on your business rather
Yeah.
than handling this administrative part.
Yes, yes. And for someone who have never been here or have never opened a company in the offshore or have never, it's very important to work with those partners. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the whole important reason, why we need a channel partner to work with us, because they know in and out how to deal with RAK ICC, what are our requirements, what are the best thing they can assist with the client with.
Yeah.
Because even we can't be there to send out the documents, to sign, get it back from them. And I know the world is digital right now, but still someone is supporting you in and out with everything. You're just going to sit at home. That person is just going to give you a call and say, you know what, can you just send me this document on a DocuSign? You're going to sign it, send
Yes,
it.
yes.
That's it. Your job is done.
Yeah.
Now he's going
Yeah.
to take the headache to deal with me
Yeah. Yeah.
here, and I'm going to do the review with him.
Yeah.
So, it's taken care. Everything is taken care. So that's very important.
We had many cases where people got stuck and then they call us, okay, I'm stuck. Can you finish it? Well, okay, now you finish it yourself. I mean,
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that's the whole point. And that's why I wanted to emphasize is right now Ras Al Khaimah becoming a hub for a lot of international clients,
Yeah.
even the wealthy clients, I can say, is becoming a hub, because I can say any and every client or any and every person who's coming to Dubai, when they say UAE, no one says UAE, everyone says Dubai.
Everyone says Dubai,
Okay.
but they don't know Ras Al Khaimah.
Correct. It's a limelight.
Before this podcast, I had a discussion. I had a podcast with Al Marjan. Okay, and exactly we were talking about the same thing.
Yes.
People when they say, they even don't say the UAE, they say Dubai. And I myself had many questions where people ask me, so Dubai is the capital of UAE? No, it's not. It's Abu Dhabi. But there is also Sharjah, there is Umm Al Quwain, there is Ras Al Khaimah, there is Fujairah.
There's so many.
And yes.
Like people who are very much financially knowledgeable, who knows the market, knows Abu Dhabi, knows Dubai. But again,
Yeah.
they stick to only these two places.
Yes.
Now people are coming up for Ras Al Khaimah, which is going to be huge, because the people moving to Ras Al Khaimah is the businesses, or as you said, you did a podcast with other
Yeah.
property, real estate property holders. You have seen the way the properties have been selling off here in Ras Al Khaimah at the moment. People are buying it, maybe a holiday home, maybe
Yeah.
a short-term rental, but they know that we are going to attract a lot of clients
Yes.
in the upcoming future, in 2027, 2028.
And from what I see, the number of tourists, the number of people, the number even of residents, that are coming to Ras Al Khaimah is massively growing.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable, and the development that is happening, the development that's going on, it's incredible. From week to week, even you see more and more cranes are coming up, more and more construction, more and more. So I believe, yes, that for people who are working abroad and who wants to secure their assets and their everything, yes, I think, yes, RAK ICC is really a good choice.
We are striving towards becoming the best, you can say the world's best private wealth hub in Ras Al Khaimah. And as we were discussing, that's what I normally tell people, that you want to see beautiful skylines, you
Yeah.
want to see some world, the record holding things, you will
Yeah.
get it in Dubai.
Yes.
You want a peace of mind, you want to see some nature beauty, come to Ras Al Khaimah.
Yes.
It's like Habibi, come to Dubai. We are going to say Habibi, come to Ras Al Khaimah.
Khaimah. Yes.
So you're going to get the beautiful mountains. You'll be having the beautiful greenery.
Yes, beautiful nature,
the
beautiful
beach.
greenery. It's a combination with the greenery, mountains, and sea.
We have our Jebel Jais.
Yes.
You can go up on the mountain. I've seen people just going there, just sitting, relaxing for that early morning sunrise, just to see
I
that
used to do
sunrise.
that. I used to do that. I mean, when I had time, of course. But yes, no, Ras Al Khaimah is a beautiful place. And even also, I discussed that whenever someone asks me, okay, why Ras Al Khaimah? Why are you staying in Ras Al Khaimah? I say, well, I feel that I'm like every day on a summer vacation. This is how you feel. There's something. There's a beauty. There's it has like there is a soul in Ras Al Khaimah.
Right, because trust me, for me also, it's more better, or I feel more happy to drive to Ras Al Khaimah from Dubai than staying in Dubai and driving within Dubai, because it's going to be the same time right now, honestly. Because maybe if I'm staying in, for example, in Dubai, in maybe Bar Dubai area or maybe Dera area, to move out and go to JLT, I'm going to take 1 hour 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because of the traffic, the way that it is in the morning peak time and the evening peak time. And if I move from there and come to Ras Al Khaimah, I'm going to take the same time.
Yeah.
I'm going to same amount of time without stopping, without stepping on
with
brake.
No stopping and nothing. I remember, I used to drive from Al Hamra. I used to drive from Al Hamra to Business Bay in just 45 minutes.
Absolutely. This is what the beauty of Ras Al Khaimah is becoming right now. Like, it's more easier for me to drive to Ras Al Khaimah to work, rather me being in Dubai and working within Dubai or going to a Dubai office. I'm going to take the same amount of time.
Yeah.
So it's better I will drive here with straight, put on a cruise, just sail it off. You're in the office, relax, calm, rather than being in the traffic, pedaling between the brakes, juggling between the brakes and the accelerator.
Yes. And even, many people, they say that, okay, there is a heavy traffic between Ras Al Khaimah and Dubai. But yes, there is, but that is like during the peak hours, peak time. I mean, for myself, if I'm coming from Abu Dhabi to Ras Al Khaimah or vice versa, I always choose what time and when am I going to go, when am I going to have a meeting. And, it's like very smooth. Even for me, I'm driving from Abu Dhabi to Ras Al Khaimah, which is further than Dubai, and I'm enjoying it.
The drive is really good.
Yeah.
Trust me, the drive is really good. It's a peaceful drive. Yeah, there's no cars on the road in the peak time when people are going to Dubai. If you're coming to Ras Al Khaimah, you're going to be enjoying the drive. And when the people are coming back to Sharjah from Dubai and you're going back to Dubai, you're going to enjoy it again. You're going to just see the other way around. The people will be stuck in the traffic, and you're going to get a straight road,
Yeah.
But trust me, I need to hats off you also, driving all the way from Abu Dhabi to Ras Al Khaimah. I think how many kilometers?
Believe me, I got used to it.
That's going to be like 300 kilometers.
We wake up, okay, let's go to Hamra Mall. I mean, we're staying in Abu Dhabi. Okay, let's go to Hamra Mall. And then, okay, we just sit and...
Wow. So I think that's going to be like around 300 kilometers drive one way, and then another way 300.
Usually we stay like for a couple of days. I mean, or we take over the weekend.
So if I consider both your drive, like I come from India, so like... You must have heard Goa. And Mumbai. Yeah. I come from Mumbai.
Okay.
So driving from Mumbai to Goa is like 600 kilometers. So a person can go to Goa and come back to Mumbai.
Exactly. But even for us, for example, in Europe, in the Balkans area or in Bosnia, there when they say like 250 kilometers, that is immediately 4 hour driving. It's 4 hours driving. While here it is like 2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours, maybe even. Yeah, 2 hours, something like that. Yes.
If you're at 142 hours.
Yes, but the roads are different here. The roads let you commute fast. It's very easy, and it's like the highways are very luxurious comparing to other countries. I know, for example, okay, like we travel to, for example, from Bosnia to, let's say, to Italy. I mean, between countries. Like there is, I know it takes me like, if I drive without stopping, it takes me like 12-hour drive, which is too much. I mean, the countries are close together. So I remember back in the days when I was a kid, from Abu Dhabi to Fujairah, it used to take us 7 hours. Can you imagine?
7 hours. Wow.
7 hours used to take us from Abu Dhabi to Fujairah because the highways were different. But the development here in the UAE is really growing. It is happening fast. Now from Abu Dhabi to Fujairah, I need 2.5 hours.
This is what is attracting, I think, most of the millionaires to UAE from across the globe.
Yeah.
I can see right now we do analysis of the people who are moving to UAE, and I can definitely see the UAE is on the top,
Yeah.
where people are migrating to UAE at the moment from different parts of the world. I wouldn't say only one country. It's
Yeah.
like there are Asian countries, there are UK, there's US, there's Europeans,
Yeah.
Cyprus, Turkey. Like
No,
I see
it's a
people
hub
moving
where,
from
yes,
everywhere.
it's a hub you will find even from countries you never heard of.
Correct.
People,
Absolutely.
it's a hub where everyone is coming. Everyone.
Absolutely.
And what I like is the life is easy. You finish everything with your phone through apps, deliveries. I mean, for example, you take to deliver something, food or something.
10 minutes, 15 minutes.
In 10 minutes, you receive it hot. I mean, where can you find that? Nowhere.
Right. Nowhere. So this is the only reason why we are looking into this niche market of becoming this private
Yeah.
wealth hub where people can. I don't say that don't go to Dubai, don't go to Abu Dhabi. Do your business in Dubai, do your business in Abu Dhabi, but preserve your wealth in Ras Al Khaimah.
Yes.
That's what is important.
Yes.
So we need those people to preserve this wealth, take care of their wealth, because that's very important. That's what you're trying to do, because you are working for your generations to come. So if the generation doesn't know what is there left for me, then it's not good.
Yes, because I know in many cases where families lost their properties, children, someone who's working all his life for a property or for something, and,
Right.
and then the children end up without having that because of
Different reasons. There are so many
different
reasons.
Yes, even those reasons could be like some small reasons which can be solved,
Correct.
fast and everything. Something missed, a paperwork or something. I mean, thousands of reasons. Yes. So
That's the reason why
yes.
we encourage people who do business, who holds properties, to have a foundation so that you can secure them, you
Yeah.
can secure it. Plus, it helps you with a lot of things, in terms of when you move things from your name, it is automatically you secure it more further from your name as well, because even if you are into any other dispute where, for example, a particular property is not related anywhere, okay, why we need to impact that? Because when for example, if a creditor wins a dispute and you need to pay across a certain amount of money, why your entire property should be liable to pay that creditor, when you can have an X amount of money just pay to the creditor and finish it off, and then you can secure your property and continue it for your future generations to come. That's very important. The other thing is, a lot of people don't really think the importance of securing their IP rights.
Yeah.
We do that as well. We hold IP rights. The IP intellectual rights can be held under the holding company. You can secure it under the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
It is for your legacy.
Yeah.
It is for so that your legacy, the IP rights remain within your family.
Yeah.
That's very important, because tomorrow
it's extremely important. Yes.
anyone can take your the intellectual property and make a use of that. Like, that's the reason why you see
Can be easily taken.
like if you see a Starbucks, that's a Starbucks, but someone, if tomorrow takes that Starbucks, a copy of it, it's very difficult for you. If you do not preserve it, it might go in someone else's hand. So that's very important to have that also in place, and that's where RAK ICC comes into picture, because we do give you that support as well. We do help you with the IP rights as well.
Perfect. And what message do you have for our audience who are thinking of doing investments, or who are thinking to open to set up an offshore business in the UAE? Because I believe there are also other offshore places around the world, but why should they choose ICC and not choose any other place?
A very good question. That's always a question from a lot of people. Why should we come to Ras Al Khaimah all the way to do the business? But if I'm considering this with external countries, different part of the world, everywhere the tax laws are different.
Yeah.
Okay, they do have tax laws. They do have income tax. There are multiple other things. The first benefit for you in UAE, I would talk about UAE right now, is no income tax.
Yeah.
You don't pay any tax on your income. Second thing is, even if you set up a company here and you do register for a corporate tax, but your corporate tax is just 9%, which is very minimal than any other
Comparing
country in the world,
to the whole world, yes.
to the entire world.
Yeah.
Even I'm coming from India.
Yeah.
India also, I think it's more than 20 or 30%,
Really? I
of
never thought
corporate tax,
that the corporate tax
which
is that much in India.
like people
Yeah.
tend to pay in companies in India, or income tax, I can say.
Yeah.
If you have a threshold, your income is crossing a certain threshold, Indian government charge 30% straight on your income tax. Here you don't pay that. So that's one of the a benefiting factor which you have. The other thing I would say, that as we discussed, there is a threshold. If you
Yeah.
do not cross a threshold of 375,000 dirhams in terms of your revenue,
Yeah.
then you don't pay tax again.
Yeah.
It's still zero. Rather, other countries, the tax starts from zero
So it's
to
immediately
one.
starts. yes.
Immediately, whatever you are. Plus, the inheritance tax laws are very competitive. If you look at in that picture as well, other
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
countries, you have to still pay. So all these things, the reason why I've emphasized on foundation is because these will help those tax to be taken care. Because
Yeah.
when you inherit a property, when the qualified recipient, see again, I wouldn't say, even if you get a tax exempt status from FTA for your family foundation, that doesn't mean your qualified recipient, whoever your child or your spouse is a qualified recipient, they will get income tax free. No, but if they are in some other country where there is income tax applicable, they will be getting income tax. They will be liable for the personal tax I'm talking about,
Yeah.
but not for the foundation, because your foundation is already, the FTA has given you they have removed the obligation to pay
Yeah.
tax, and it's an exempt for you. So that's the core important point why want people to come here, to set up the companies with us, to set up a foundation with us, secure your legacy, secure your wealth. Okay, that's very important at the moment. We don't look at the business in terms of, because see, if I'm looking at a business in terms of just doing a business, I can expand it like a free zone. I can give it to to the clients directly. Walking in clients, I can do it. But no, the reason why we choose to be discreet in terms of how we are doing a business is because we need the clients who really knows the meaning, how to preserve or why to preserve their wealth or legacy for their future, so that they don't toss, because today, tomorrow, the way insurance people will tell you, you do not know what's going to happen next. It's the same thing. It's the same.
Never know.
It's the same thing. Yeah, something
what-
happens to you, insurance will give money to your family, no doubt.
Yeah.
But what about the wealth, which like the business, which was under your name? You were the shareholder. What about the property which was on your name? Because to move that, the government is going to give you, or the family, the list of documents or the timeline which is going to take will be very long. So foundation in that matter will secure all these troubles for you just in one entity. So that's what is very important, and that's what my message is. When you're creating a wealth, look at the legacy, look at the succession planning. That's very important.
It is indeed very important. Great. I'm surprised because I learned today a lot from you about offshore companies. I had no idea that it is exactly. I mean that this is the purpose of having an offshore company. So yes, I think it is very important, and we as a channel partner, we will be happy to work also with
Why not?
with ICC.
You are definitely welcome.
Yeah.
You can reach out to me. You have my details. You can let me know. I can send you all the details. We are very transparent in terms of our website. Also, you will get all the information,
Everything
including
is there,
including our regulations. It's not that our regulations, we have kept it somewhere hidden anywhere. You will see it on the website itself.
Transparent,
You just open the regulations, you go through our regulations, you'll get to know what exactly, how are we regulated in terms of how our foundations is going to be helping you, what are the regulations on the foundation. So everything is there. Everything is very transparent, not only for you as an agent or I can say a channel partner, but even for the end client. So we want to be transparent to the end client as well. So it's a good relationship when it's maintained between you, your client, and us. So the client trusts you, and your trust is there with RAK ICC. That's very important.
Great. I want to thank you very much for your time.
Appreciate. Thank you so much.
Being with us here today.
Even I would like to thank you for that. You're taking this message across the world at the moment.
Yes, we have to. I mean, because a lot of people, as we said, they don't know a lot about Ras Al Khaimah, and I think it is time where we from the media part also have to convey that message.
Right.
And I mean, we have to talk to the world.
That's what. So you guys are doing an incredible job
Thank
to
you so much.
highlight Ras Al
Thank you so much,
Khaimah
yes.
to the world and say that, you know what, Habibi, don't just come to Dubai, come to Ras Al
Come to
Khaimah
Ras
as
Al
well.
Khaimah, yes, exactly. I hope I'll see you again. If
Sure,
we will
sure.
be, I mean, in the next year, from here to 1 year. I
Yes,
say
yes.
that in every podcast with every guest.
I will be, inshallah.
And yes, and let's see what happened. I mean, to like define the differences between now and next year.
Yeah, I need to come back for that news which I told you for 2026.
Yes, we want to. I'm really waiting for that. But is it going to be before? I mean, in which quarter?
I hope my management rolls it out on the second quarter. If not second, third quarter, definitely.
Let's hope so. I'm hardly waiting.
Same
Great,
here. I'm also
great.
excited for the same.
Great.
It was pleasure talking to you.
Likewise. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So, guys, stay tuned, and we will have lots of news, lots of things that you don't know coming up, and see you soon.